Good morning. Let's get the Voidwalker summoned, shall we? I've just returned from Ironforge. Not me, but this character. And I've got dual spec now. So we've got an Affliction build and then an SLSL build. I could literally have two Warlocks and have this spec, Affliction and SLSL, and I could try out another one where I do Demo and then Deep Destruction. I wouldn't mind doing that. I could maybe have a Warlock on the PvP round, couldn't I? Because I've never really tried either Deep Demo. Then again, I always just got Affliction. I haven't really done any of the other ones. Let's see. Let's send him in. Let's have a look. How many can we take on? That's 3. Let's try 4. I look at my health. Oh, 5th one. And then you haven't got any on you, have you? Right. That's a little bit too close, that, isn't it? Why has he just stood there? Look, that other one. Crap. No! No! Leave me alone. Ooh. That's weird. They just seem to go there, look at that. Right. So that was just one too many, that was. But it was a good test, though. It was a good test. So now we know. 4's the limit, 5's too much. That wouldn't have been a good start, would it? But that's how you find these things out, by testing, pushing the limits. That would have been our first death, I think. Yeah, it must be, because I haven't played this character before 60, have I? Ding. We'll slap that on. Right, where were we headed anyway? Before that little test. Down here. You're going to be in the way, aren't you? Unstable Affliction now as well. Right, down we go. This morning I've decided every morning when I'm off work, I'm going to do 30 seconds of whatever video I'm working on. That might sound like it's not a lot of time, but it actually can be. So I did that before I came on. I did the recording last night for the Lord of the Rings video. So it's 10 minutes, 30 seconds, I think it is. And I'm 1 minute into it at the moment. So 9.5 minutes to go. I'm just going to try and just chip away at it. I'll do like 30 seconds every morning, and then this evening, if I fancy it and I'm feeling motivated, then I'll do a bit more. But it has to be a minimum 30 on a morning. Gets you into good habits, doesn't it? Quite happy with it so far. What I'm going to do though, is after I've done like another minute or so, is I'm going to upload it to YouTube just to check the copyright to see if it allows me the footage that I've used, because I've used Lord of the Rings video footage, but normally that class is copyright. But I was checking last night at other people's videos who've used Lord of the Rings footage, and they seem to get away with it. So, but I was trying to count how much second of each footage they're using, and they weren't using a lot. So I'm going to try and see if mine is alright. And if not, I'll clip it down. And then if it just doesn't work, I'll have to use pictures. But I would prefer if we could use actual footage.
How may I aid you? Goodbye.
There we go. That was nice. Perfect timing, that wasn't it? To ding there and then get all these quests. We've almost completed the east. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Because it's so bloody small. I'll have to remember. Go about later on. Oh, I got some would you rather questions, but some life ones to ask today. Would you rather be rich but stressed, or comfortable and calm? Surely it should be poor. Because comfortable would assume that it's not the same as rich, but comfortable you'd think all the bills are paid and you're alright. So obviously you'd choose that, wouldn't you? I'm going to keep forgetting about Unstable Affliction. That's 2 more moves we've got then, as this spec. Because we've got Unstable Affliction as well as Siphon Life. We didn't have either of those in the last one. Next door again. Here's the bad boy that everyone gets. It does look like my pet takes more damage now. Look at his health there. That does seem to be more than before. But we'll bounce between specs just to see how it goes. What level are they though? I suppose the Outland is level 63. Would you rather have more time or more money? I don't know how much time I've got. I'd have to know how much time I had to know if I wanted more. If I'm going to live to 90, then I'd have more money. If I'm going to live till tomorrow, then I'd rather have more time. Would you rather be loved by many or deeply understood by one? And who the one was. If it was understood by one and it was a partner, then that. If it was understood by one and it was just a friend, loved by many. Then I could promote this channel more, couldn't I? And the other one. Saying that we're up to 23 this morning. Not bad, an extra 2 to join the little army. It's funny, I said it before, but as soon as I get like 1 extra sub on this channel, I'm buzzing. But if I got 1 on the other one, it doesn't really matter. Because it's like 2,980 or something. I am keen to hit the 3,000 mark though. That's the next milestone to tick off in my book. Would you rather be very disciplined or very creative? Well, I am very disciplined, to be fair. That. I think creative is always a weird one. Because people say I'm not creative, but I think everyone can be in something they enjoy. People always see creativity as art. Whereas, I've used this example before. You look at Wayne Rooney. You wouldn't look at him and think, oh, he's a creative person. But then if you watched him on the football field, he is. So, creativity is a difficult one. You get it in different arenas. Like, say, Anderson Silva in fighting is very creative in how he can find different strikes. It's like when people say they're not confident, it's like they always mean that as in social arenas, which is one that I would say, to be fair. But then there will be other aspects in which they are confident, and it could be driving, or they're confident in their ability to do the job, or even cooking, things like that. It's not a one size fits all. Would you rather have a job you love with low pay or a job you tolerate with high pay? Depends how low it was. If I can still pay the bills and I've got a little bit left over, I'd choose that, because you spend, what, 8-9 hours a day at work. So that means I'd be loving at least 8 hours a day. So I'd choose that. But say if it was I couldn't pay the bills and I was eventually going to go bust, I'd choose the other one, because it says I can tolerate it. Would you rather live near family or in your dream location? I don't even have a dream location. If I did, it'd probably be Hogwarts. I'm not that close to my family, though, to be fair. And the person that I'm closest to lives in California. So I'd probably choose dream location. I don't even know what it'd be. Oh, that's a lovely one, that. I'm not sure on this spec at the moment. He seems to be taking a lot of damage. But I don't know whether that's just because of their level. He's not died yet, but I'm keep having to use consume shadows on him. I suppose he was fine before on those birds. Then again, he wasn't actually taking on a lot, was he? They all attacked me. How far have we got rested? In 3 bars. That's not too bad. I couldn't really be bothered yesterday. I logged on my rogue. I don't know why, I just wasn't really in the mood for it. I went on it for a bit, and I was watching Supernatural on the other monitor, but I came off quite early. I suppose if I've already been sat on a morning recording this, it could be maybe why. Would you rather be incredibly fit or incredibly knowledgeable? Incredibly fit. That helps with your day-to-day life in terms of how healthy you are. And then obviously the healthier you are, the easier it is for your mental health to be better. So I'd do that. I knew even though I'd put them on, he would still beat me to it. I feel like that needs to tick instantly to stop that sort of nonsense. Would you rather always say what you mean or always know what others mean? Probably say what I mean, I think. I don't know. I do say what I mean. So I like that one as well. Huss, huss. Day is it today? Tuesday. I'm just going to do cardio and stretching at the gym today. I had quite a intense one yesterday with the weights and mobility, so today's an easier one. Not my intervals of cardio. I'm just going to do I'll just go and do 30 minutes on the bike, steady pace. And then I'll go and stretch. I can't sit too long on the bike though. Half an hour's enough. When I used to do it longer, no joke, I couldn't feel my cock. I'd go to the toilet and it'd just be all numb from where I'm sat. So I'd have to wait a minute or two before I could even have a piss. That's not a good sign, is it? Don't know if anyone else gets that problem, but it's not something that I'd be wanting often. So that's why I just kept the cardio to 30 minutes on the bike. A little bit too much detail, that one maybe. Would you rather have a calm life or an exciting life? Exciting. Thing is, you want elements of both, I suppose. Would you rather be respected or liked? 6 and 2 threes, really. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that one. He's going to come and get us now. Right, I'll sacrifice him because he's going to die anyway. Right, we'll change back to the other spec in a sec. And we'll see if it's any easier. Right, you go away, that one. Don't, surely, yeah. And so surely he's going to follow me all the way here. Let's have a look at this other one. Would you rather never feel anxiety or never feel regret? Anxiety. Because regret's good, because regret means that I shouldn't have done something if I'm regretting doing it. So I'd learn from it. Whereas anxiety is more of a just of a nuisance than anything. Which one do I go next on this one? Your crushing spells gain an additional 12% of your bonus. That sounds good, but so is that and that as well. So it doesn't matter, I'm going to get them all, aren't I? I'm good with that. Would you rather be able to restart any day once or pause time for 10 minutes a day? Pause time for 10 minutes a day, because if I can only start a day once. But then again, there could be that one time in your life, couldn't there? Where something happens. And you need to restart it. Let's say someone dies in a car crash or something. Where's my soul shard? Did I not put that on myself? Or did that just restart? I could have sworn I made one. I did, didn't I, at the start? And I've not died since. Yeah, look, there's a cooldown on it. But I've not died. Unless I accidentally clicked it on somebody else. Don't think I did, though. How bizarre. You think this would be the perfect time to level, wouldn't you? Everyone being at work and school, but I'm in 70s, over 50. Seen a video yesterday, I can't remember who was it by, I think it might have been Hammer Dance, and he mentioned how he was just taking it easy. And he's level 67, and people are laughing in the comments saying, taking it easy, level 67. Right. Look at the pet's health there, look. That looks better. I needed to take on 2 at once to sort of see. Yeah, look at the pet's miles better there. We were sort of having to do 1 at a time, was that? This seems better, I think. I wonder if it is worth going deep this one then to get that. Like, what would we be sacrificing from here? 3, 4 talents. Like, what would we need to get down to that? We'd need 40. So transfer across 4 to get to there, plus another one. So we could still have those 2. That and that. It maybe is then. I can still have that. Because we only get what I want at very late on. Siphon Life. Another 4 levels. Like another 5, because it's 4 to get there. And then the 5th in it. So we'd get that at 66. I might try it then. I might go to Stormwind. Actually, Ironforge is better. Because you come out and just go straight left to the Warlock bit. And then just go SL at 70 for PvP. Does it say out about him? No, just that. I feel like we both take more damage and stuff in this. Obviously with that, I can take more. But everything else... At least we know now, though. It's better to do it and know instead of wonder, isn't it? I thought at first, though, when we were attacking those birds, that this was going to be the one. I think maybe... Say if you're attacking loads of stuff that's easy to kill, the affliction bit might be better. But when we're attacking things like that, this is better. Would you rather be great at starting things or finishing things? Probably finishing.
What brings you here? Go.
It'd mean you'd start less things, but then they would reach a better height. Reminds me when I was younger, I used to be good at getting into situations of being around lasses, but then not good at finishing the deal on nights out. That eventually changed, but then you just never see any fit ones now. And they've said I never really go out that much. Especially not at the moment, with my head being all over. I feel alright when I'm playing this, though. Would you rather be famous for something you didn't choose, or unknown doing what you love, unknown doing what I love? Fame and things like that, couldn't care less. I'd only want that as a sort of byproduct of doing something I loved. I wouldn't want to just be famous for the sake of it. I'd want it as, say, like a byproduct of being the best at something or doing something that reached others. Say if I was the best mixed martial artist, or this channel was massive so everyone knew like what it was. Well, the people in the WoW community. Would you rather have perfect sleep or perfect energy? Well, perfect energy, because you would think one would come with the other. It's irrelevant that your sleep isn't perfect if your energy is. Would you rather be always early or always be exactly on time? Always exactly on time. I'm always early for stuff, and it can be annoying when you're waiting around. Because especially like my mates have never ever been people who arrive on time. It's so annoying. I think it just shows like a complete lack of respect to the other person. That you value your time so much more than theirs that you think you can just be late. I mean, anyone can be late once, but when it's like a character trait, it's it makes you respect that other person less.
Live another day.
Would you rather be able to read minds or erase one memory yours? I wouldn't want to be able to read minds, really. Sometimes it'd be useful, but a lot of the time I wouldn't want to know what people are thinking. I suppose I could go with that and I'd just use it when necessary. Say, I could go into crime and be like a detective or something. Go work with my brother in America. He's a copper. Would you rather have life with no big failures or no big risks taken? No big failures or no... Well, you want to take risks, but big failures come with taking risks. So I suppose I'd go with no big failures. But you think that would come with taking the risks? Oh, he's going to get that thing, isn't he, that I need? I'll just go and kill these then while I'm waiting for it to respawn. 61 dry shaman. Little elephant. That's still there. Thought it would have been gone. Ta-da! It's a bit like being in the Barrens when you just see all this colour for ages. You don't really get much else, do you?
Roma,
In the Barrens you get those oases. In here you don't really get much of other things, apart from when you're going to kill the voids and it goes a bit dark. Other than that, it's all pretty much the same, isn't it? Still a great zone though, don't get me wrong. Just pure quest wise, there's loads. I wish Shadow Moon Valley was the same. I'm in a good place on the rogue for that because I've done a couple of dungeons. So I'm going to leave at Hellfire at maybe like 63, 64. But normally I don't do any. So I leave a zone quite early. I think if I kill this one and don't touch them, I think they just run off. That's why I'm just allowing him to do that. Yeah. Saying that though, look, didn't even touch the sides anyway, did he? I'm keen to try out Felguard now. Now that I know that this spec is the right one. But it's only a couple down. What else does that one do? Increases your melee and spell crit strike chance for you and your summons. That's quite decent then. Shadow Fuse unleash, causing stunning all enemies for 2 seconds. That'll be an interesting one to try out as well. Right, now up here, I have to use that staff on him soon, but that shaman that's in front of us will probably get there before we do. Oh, that priest will. I think this zone's always going to be busy. Even like months down the line. Be interesting to see, once this becomes era, how long people will play it for.
must remember the light.
I think it's got more of a chance than vanilla, even though people say that they love vanilla the most. I think this has more chance of doing well because of arena. So I think that can get people going. To keep staying. A lot of it depends on what the streamers do. People seem to gravitate towards that because they think if the streamer's got a lot of viewers watching it, then a lot of people must be playing it. Alright, we need to wait for that bad boy to return, don't we? Yogi Bear. That was like a cartoon years ago, wasn't it? Funny how all the Disney things make bears out to be like these friendly things. It's like one of the worst possible animals you could run into. I might as well kill the odd thing while we're waiting. Hopefully if someone does attack it, it's the Alliance and we'll just invite them to group. Oh. Need to top up those, don't I? Used quite a few today. Normally really don't use any. I think she's waiting for him. Aren't we all, love? Aren't we all? Would you rather have a best friend who's brutally honest or always supportive? Supportive. Would you rather live with less stuff or less commitments? Don't we have a lot of stuff? It's probably that. Depends what the commitments were, though. Because some commitments can be good and some can be awful. Like when you see people have to go to a wedding of someone they barely know just because it's the girlfriend's mate. One of my mates has got to do that soon, and he says he cannot be bothered going. I couldn't think of anything worse than doing stuff like that. Would you rather be amazing at talking or listening? Tricky, really, because most people don't really care about what you've got to say. They only care about what they've got to say. And so maybe that in a way. No probs. Kanky. Odd name. Would you rather work 4 long days or 5 shorter days? 5 shorter days. For me, I think I've always thought this when I've been at work.
You come back sometime.
I get bored around 2 o'clock, so I think working 8 till 2 is like the sort of the fine mix. After then, it just becomes more of a drag. Can I do that one on my own, or do I need a group? Yeah, I need a group, don't I? Go and do that bar one. Would you rather have a partner who's adventurous or stable? Stable. Every lass you see on dating apps goes on about like travelling, hiking and all this stuff, and I'm just like, oh, for God's sake. Swipe left, left. The last thing I want to do is go hiking every weekend. I ain't got the money for travelling. Don't know how everyone does. Come on, where are these bars? My head's still there? Yeah. It's not frozen. Feels a lot less now since we were in Affliction. Now we've only got these few moves again. Still more than what I do on the rogue, to be fair. When I was in dungeons the other day, all I was doing was just pretty much, I was the interrupter. Not quite like the TV series The Punisher, is it? Just go around interrupting people. Would you rather have quiet confidence or loud charisma? Quiet confidence. Is that gone? No, not yet. I'm onto the dregs of it. Me matcha tea. Ugh. Had a slight bit of a headache this morning. That's from not having as much caffeine. Not as bad now though. Would you rather be good at handling pressure or avoiding it? Handling it. Avoiding it's not going to do any good, is it? Look at his health there, look. Miles better than before. So how much have we done today then? I must have done about 20% because we're what? Why is it not showing me the percentage anymore? I used to. Oh, it says 200% of normal things. Whereas before it was telling me. The only thing I've disabled is Omni CC. That can't be the one that's doing it. That's not even disabled on this character. Nothing is. Well, I used to hover over there, and it would tell us how much we'd done. Ah, there we go. It's in the middle. I was looking at the far right. It's in the middle of the screen, 14%. Numpty. So yeah, because we weren't 61 when we logged. So yeah, maybe 20%. That's not too bad. Would you rather have your dream body but no junk food ever, or eat anything but never be in shape? Well, anyone can eat anything and never be in shape. Wouldn't want that. So yeah, I just have the dream body but no junk food. I don't really have a dream body. Years ago, I probably would have done. Now, it'd just be like good shape, but what the body can do. Like, obviously, mobility is a big thing to me. Like, if I'm at the gym, if I see someone who's really strong, it doesn't impress me. But if I see someone who's really mobile, that does. I don't really see that very often, though. No one really does mobility exercises at the gym. I don't really see anyone stretching either. Just me, really. My Vinto now. Would you rather be free or safe? Don't even know what it means by free. Safe, I suppose. I thought I was free. Increase damage up by 5%. Alright, you stay away from him. It's 12 minutes. I want to go to Ironforge. Like I keep saying for the millionth time. Wonder what spec to get rid of. Would you rather have a life where everything is predictable or surprising? I don't know, both could be annoying. If everything was surprising, it could be pretty stressful, that. Everything was surprising to you. Like, you get up in the morning and you're like, fucking hell, where am I? This isn't my bed. Like, maybe I have to just go with predictable, because I think surprising could be get out of control. Would you rather get 1 year of your life back or know 1 year of your future? I wouldn't want to know the future. But what does it mean by get 1 year back? I'd go with that, but I don't really know what that would entail. Because I also wouldn't want to know the future if I can't change it. If I know what's going to happen and it's going to be terrible, it's going to be even worse, because not only these terrible things are going to happen, I know it's going to happen. $228 hit. That's not bad, that. 80% drop, it says, for these blood samples. No chance. It says that for quite a lot of stuff. 80%. Definitely isn't. Oh, was it on this character? It wasn't, was it? No, it can't be, because it's still there. I did that on the rogue the other day. First drop, I got the key. Couldn't believe it. It's like the cat's eye emerald one. It can just take any amount of time. Would you rather be great at one thing or good at many? Depends on what the one thing was. Probably that. Unless it was great at something which was just completely irrelevant, and I'd rather be good at many. Would you rather live in a world with no social media or no smartphones? No social media. I need smartphone because I need... I probably don't need it, but audiobooks. Then again, I suppose I could use like a cassette player or a CD player, when I'm at work. CD player would be a bit mental though. Walking around with that in my pocket. They were massive when you think about it, how big they were. I remember when I used to go running, right, I used to tie one round my stomach with cling film. and then I used to rob my brother's iPod. Don't know why I never had one. Don't know whether he must have bought it with his own money, maybe. And then eventually I got like a little iPod Nano. Would you rather always have motivation or always have discipline? Discipline's more important. But then again, if you've always got it, motivation starts you doing something, discipline keeps you doing it. But if you've always got the motivation... Discipline still, I think. Difficult though. But of every single trait to have, that would be two of the ones that I would pick over a lot of others. Would you rather be able to forgive easy or never get hurt easily? Never get hurt easily, probably. How aren't these dropping? How many have we got to kill? Definitely not 80%. No chance. Right, we'll go to there. And not in. And then we'll go and get the other spec. Because we'll be able to hearth back. Would you rather have more confidence or more patience? Confidence. So that's pretty patient for most stuff. I think. By doing things that I do help with that, which I try to do, where every time say I go through apps on my phone, I set a timer and then I'm not allowed to look at apps for, at the moment, it's 50 minutes. So things like that help build patience. And it also helps with your dopamine.
Right. So long. Go
Chronokai Crystal.
Open your heart to the light.
I wonder if they should do it where you can have like as many specs as you want. Do you know you've got like dual spec? So you've got two things there. So you could have what? 3, 4, 5, 6. If you could, yeah, if you could just have like buy as many talents as you wanted, but each one cost you 50 gold. Or it was like when you unlearned talents, it went up. So it's like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And you could have multiple different talent specs. I wonder if that would be a good idea or not. Like, what would be the downsides to that? Like, you'd maybe get some hybrids that would steal all gear. That's the only downside that I can think to having multiple talent specs. Like, the good, obviously, side is that you've got loads of different things to try out, which in itself is fun. Right, I'm just going to log this here because I need the toilet. I don't want to hold on and burst. So what I'm going to do is obviously go Ironforge and I'm going to learn that Felguard spec and then bring him back here. I might see if I can get any gear on the auction house as well while I'm at it. But we'll start back here and I'll probably do it this afternoon. I'll go to the gym in like half an hour and then probably do one of these this evening. So I hope you tune in later on and enjoy your Tuesday.